We'll be discussing any and all topics that surround women and relationships, like keeping your individuality, healing after a breakup, cheating, balancing motherhood, and so much more. We'll be sharing personal stories and lots of laughs. So join in. And guys,
Agape Soul Boutique. High-end boutique looks and quality with affordable pricing. Located at 6025 Martin Luther King Street South in St. Pete. Choose from our amazing selection of stylish, fashion-forward heels, wedges, boots, children's shoes, accessories, and much more. You can shop now and pay later, interest-free with Afterpay. Subscribe to our website and get huge savings on our latest products at agapesoulboutique.com. For more information, call 727-379-1318. Come give your feet the royal treatment and check us out at Agape Soul Boutique today.
In Fort Lauderdale, the mighty Sons of Zion of St. Petersburg, and Tony Pittman and the Harmony Winds of Death, St. John Missionary Baptist Church, 1500 Pennsylvania Avenue, Clearwater, Florida. Sunday, April 14th, 5 p.m. Open at 4. Tickets, $20.
Man, always, there's always some technical difficulties when you're trying to do stuff.
WTAN Radio from Al Baldwin and Jim Collins, Reverend Tara in St. Petersburg. And for more information, call 727-240-8547.
Have problems with your brakes or CV joints? Then go to Florida Brakes and Tires. Mr. Roosevelt and his experienced team will take care of that for you at a very competitive price. You cannot beat. That's Florida Brakes and Tires, located at 1254 34th Street South, St. Petersburg. They also provide you with roadside service and offer you both new and used tires. Call Florida Brakes and Tires at 727-327-5288. That's 727-327-5288. Or just pull up at the shop at 1254 34th Street South, St. Pete. That's 1254 34th Street South, St. Petersburg.
All these years, celebrating over 60 years, broadcasting and singing, Reverend Tarver and the original Florida Spiritual Airs. Oh yes, this is a big gospel extravaganza on Sunday, April 14th at St. John Missionary Baptist Church, 1500 Pennsylvania Avenue in Clearwater, Florida. All these years, celebration.
And so many people use the broadcast that, you know, you come back and ain't nothing like how you left it. Exactly. I got 2 cameras, one of them ain't working. I make sure you on.
Don't miss this big time gospel affair. All
turn the AC down.
On Sunday, April 14th, 2024. MC. Gospel, I make you lose your shoes, shout all around in the house.
That's right, your host, Sister Diane Hughes, right here on 99 Jams, your radio gospel angel here on 99 Jams.
The Bird.
This is your brother John, and I would like to invite you to tune in to the Tampa Bay Breakfast Club on 99 Jams every Monday and Wednesday morning from 7 a.m. to 9 a.m. for the latest in pop culture news and unique perspectives on hot topics.
Reach your leads anywhere, anytime with GetZot Connector. As a marketer, you're always looking for new and innovative ways to reach your audience. However, with so many devices and social media platforms available, it can be a challenge to connect with your leads and potential customers effectively. This is where GetZot Connector app comes in. With our all-in-one marketing solution, you can engage with your leads on any device and through various channels quickly and easily. Let's take a closer look at how GetZot Connector can help you connect with your customers, improve response rates, and grow your business. GetZot Connector is a full-featured mobile app that connects you with your leads and customers through various channels like Phone Connect, voicemail drops, SMS, MMS, emails, and Facebook Messenger. This means you can engage with them on any device and through multiple channels, which is essential to effectively reach your audience in today's digital landscape. One of the best things about GetZot Connector is that it allows you to create multi-channel campaigns that are tailored to the specific needs of each subscriber. Your own AI bot to easily craft messages that resonate with your audience and increase response rates. Whether it's using Phone Connect to follow up with a lead, sending a personalized text message or email, or chatting with your customers on Facebook Messenger, GetZot Connector makes it easy to connect with your audience on multiple fronts. GetZot Connector also includes powerful data analysis tools that help you track user engagement, measure how your campaigns are performing, and get insights on what content resonates with your audience. This gives you the valuable data you need to tweak your campaigns so that they're even more effective in the future. Some common questions and objections we hear about GetZot Connector include: Question: is it easy to use? GetZot Connector is designed with ease of use in mind. Our app is user-friendly and intuitive, and our team is always available to help with any questions you may have. Question: is GetZot Connector expensive? Our pricing plans are reasonable and flexible, making it easy for businesses of all sizes to use our platform. Question: do I need any technical skills to use GetZot Connector? Not at all. Our platform is designed to be simple and easy to use, even for those without any technical skills. In today's fast-paced digital world, it's more important than ever to connect with your audience on multiple devices and through multiple channels. With GetZot Connector, you can engage with your leads and customers on any device, whether it's through Phone Connect, voicemail drops, SMS, MMS, emails, or Facebook Messenger. This means you can offer a personalized, tailored experience that resonates with your audience, increasing response rates and help you grow your business. If you haven't already, sign up today and start creating powerful multi-channel campaigns with ease.
You will be rewarded. You know I get it started.
Oh, we live in it, super loud. Let me level these things down. Hey, how y'all doing this week? This King Jal, the voice of the people. We coming in here live. I got a very, very, very special guest. I I just hope and pray that y'all ready for this today. What we got going on as normal. We gonna go into some sports, and then we gonna talk about some things that the Urban League got going on for your kids. And my guest here today, Mr. Leonte. Can you introduce yourself, boss man?
Yes, sir. I am Leonte Tukes. I am a minister, a licensed minister, born and raised in St. Petersburg, Florida, and the program coordinator for Education, Youth, and Family Services for the Pinellas County Urban League.
Absolutely, man. And I got Mr. Leonte here because I never told you this, man. I really like you. And I said, man, I'm going to get Mr. Leonte in here because I see what you're doing. And most impressively, I see that you got our kids in the community. Was at an event this week. Young girl showed up. I'm here for the Nullites. He was shy, but I'm like, see what's going on. And it's important. So before we get into all that, man, before we lay out the what I'm going to say, the foundation, because I really want people to get what you got going on and what you have available for the kids. And we go feature this sneaker ball because my wife told me, why you didn't tell me about it? Can't neither one of us go. You want to go chaperone?
Well, there's welcome as well.
Yeah, so we gonna go into that. But first we gonna do some sports, man. Not a lot on sports. I got a couple free agency moves, just some major free agency moves that I want to talk about. The biggest one, I think, the biggest free agency move. You like football?
I don't even watch sport. But
Oh,
when I'm around my fellas, around my brothers and things, I got to pick a team and go
oh,
from there.
you got to pick a team and stay with it.
So I know how the games work, but when I'm in the environment, that's when I get crunk.
Hey, that's what's up. I can dig that. Real quick on sports, big free agency signings that I seen. The Cardinals got the Bucks former Sean Murphy Bunting. Kirk Cousins went and robbed the Falcons for $180 million. Yeah, that was Derrick Henry to the Baltimore Ravens, man. This could propose a problem, y'all. Hey, y'all. I'm just letting y'all know this could propose a problem. Mitch Trubisky to the Buffalo Bills. I seen that and I'm like, hey, they getting a backup quarterback. I see it. DeAndre Swift from the Philadelphia Eagles to the Chicago Bears was another big one I seen. That's why the Eagles went and got Saquon Barkley because DeAndre got up out of there. He got up out of there. Okay, this is my biggest signing, man, and I don't care how y'all feel about it. I don't care how you feel about it, man. Jameis Winston. Famous Jameis. Jameis going to the Cleveland Browns. Jameis gonna get an opportunity to start over there, man, because they over there playing Deshaun Watson and ran off with the bag. It's a lot of people running off with bags, man. You got to be in position to run off with the bag.
Indeed.
Yeah, it's a lot of people that I think. Russell Wilson, man, to the Pittsburgh Steelers. Speaking of Russell Wilson, I don't know if you knew this or not because you're not a sports fan. Do you know that the Denver Broncos, right, had to pay Russell Wilson $85 million when they cut him?
Oh, no, I didn't know that.
Man, that's a heck of a severance.
Sure is. Oh.
They paid him so much that he went to another team like, man, y'all give me $2 million, man. Y'all just that was hey, it's all about how you structure your contract.
Absolutely.
Your negotiation is always the winner, man.
Yep.
Let me see if I see anything else on here real quick. I seen both Green Bay running backs got up out of there. That was kind of weird to me, but other than that, Saquon Barkley to the Eagles, and I think that's Baker Mayfield got a big bag from the Bucks. I like the fact that the Bucks kept the Baker Mayfield Mike Evans combo, and I think they still need to draft somebody because Trask is not going to do it. The Bucks got to make a play, so that's about it on that, man. I'm not gonna go too far into that, but I do have another story that I want to share with my sports people because what about boxing? You into boxing?
No.
No?
I just watched major fights. My dad really into it.
Okay, so I'm pretty sure your dad in the Iron Mike Tyson.
Oh, absolutely.
All right, so actually, as usual, let me find my story real quick. Iron Mike Tyson I just seen this article where they talking about the rules in the fight with Mike and Jake Paul. And which is weird to me that Mike is actually fighting Jake Paul. I told my partner last night, I think Mike will take a slide for the money. It's just weird. But then I seen this article said that they'll be fighting with 18-ounce gloves. That's a half a pound on each hand, man. That's 18-ounce gloves and headgear. So it's basically going to be a high paid sparring match, and I don't know if that's worth the money that they're gonna be asking people. But no, they're doing it on Netflix, so it might be a free. Yeah, they going Netflix with it, man. Hey, they taking this boxing to the next round. I think that even with media itself,
Mhm.
far as the boxing and you have people like Jake Paul fighting regular boxers or UFC fighters, even down to the sports broadcasting has went to YouTube now.
Oh
Like you have
wow.
shows like Ocho Cinco and Shannon Sharp,
Oh wow. Okay.
and you have shows like Cam and Mace got a show. Cameron and Mace got a sports show, actually very entertaining, and and
Oh yeah. Okay.
and
Yeah.
and these boys got a lane and they getting paid
Mhm.
and they making millions.
Yeah.
So my co-host ain't here today. I'm usually not over here. I have an intern, man, 17 years old. No,
Wow.
no, he's 18, just turned 18. His name Dream. Already graduated high school. He's at SPC Mass Communications, so he's my intern.
Nice.
So, and I wanted you to meet him, man. He's a very good young man, and he might, want to be part of the Nullites.
Okay.
But so we go get off of that. Now I'm gonna go to something that I absolutely know that you know something about.
Okay.
Okay, what is those green little worms floating in the air?
Them green little worms.
I'm
Ugh.
pretty sure you've seen them.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, all right. So I ain't got to whisper. We on the radio. So we went to an event, right? We went to an event with the Navigators. We was at SPC in Clearwater,
Mm.
and it was a good idea to come outside because it's springtime, nice air, breeze blowing. 1 billion bugs out there, bro. Like I literally was sitting in the chair like this. I text Mario like, "Hey, these is really adverse situations you got us working here right now." It was so many
Oh
caterpillars,
Lord.
and
Oh God.
so I'm gonna read this article. So they say every spring these little green inchworms start to appear floating beneath the air, like federal agents dive bombing into your home. That's all I can imagine is agents coming down,
Yeah.
rappelling
Uh-huh.
down on line. That's what they look like to me. So they say, what are they? While we typically think of caterpillars or as web spinner, these bright insects known as oak leaf rollers or oak leafers sometimes end up in people's hair and
Mm-hmm.
unsuspectingly run into inches hanging from its web. Yeah, they definitely be in your hair.
Yep.
Yeah, ooh, I'm glad I'm bald head.
Yeah.
So the name of these things is oak leaf rollers. So basically the oak trees. And the inchworm is most often seen hanging around spring because the oak leaf roller and the leafier eggs start to hatch in March. Within a couple of weeks, they'll reach their full adult form as a moth, and then the mating season begins in May. And the eggs sit for 10 months before the cycle starts all over again.
Oh wow.
That's come on now, you're a college graduate, man. What do they call that again? That's the ecosystem or
Yes.
something
Yes.
as of such like
Uh-huh.
that. Yeah, you got to help me sometimes,
Yeah.
man. I'm a little, we but that's what those bugs is. I had to pull this article out because like on a serious level, man, I'm a grown man. If you don't know my story, I done been to prison and I was terrified of these bugs. I didn't see
Oh wow.
but them bugs. It was. I got
Uh-huh.
video. I ain't
Hump you
lying.
real quick, huh?
Yeah, I ain't lying to you. So I want to transition into one more story, and then we're gonna take a quick break, maybe like 1 or 2 minutes for those out there on the air. We're gonna take a quick break, and then we're gonna go into our segment and talk about the Pinellas County Urban League. But I seen something this week, and I had a brief discussion with you about it off air, and it kind of perturbed me. Is I dealt with two young men that couldn't send an email, like couldn't send it. Like literally, my email address is wrote right here on the sticky note, like send me an email of your 1098 T for your school, so you get school credit. The young man, he's sitting there fumbling with his phone, handing the phone to his mom. Mom, send this email for me. Like, is, what is going on? What's your thoughts on that, man?
It's kind of disturbing, because email is a part of the professional environment. And as I go into some businesses, I don't care if it's low as Wendy's or as big as a corporation, professionalism is really dying. And when I was in college, I was the king of professionalism. I mean, don't come to me half-stepping. I didn't, because I know as a customer what I would want and how I want to be treated. And so if you valued that, you'd present it to even the person who got on your nerve.
Yeah, absolutely.
And so email is very important, even just to know how to, first of all, how to write, how to express yourself in letter form. And it's a part of technology as well. And the unfortunate piece to it is a lot of the generations that come after me are stuck to the phone. And if it's not that black app TikTok, if it's not that blue app Twitter, if it's not the colorful app Instagram, it's kind of foreign to them. And so I just believe, and as we'll talk about later on when we talk about Nullites, just kind of teaching them, because evidently they don't know what they've never been exposed to. And unfortunately, they haven't been exposed to email, evidently even in school. And that's quite, because that's where I first learned how to email, was in school. We had e-pals or whatever it was called.
Absolutely.
And so now apparently it's not given in school, just a little email system. Actually, they do have one, but everything is linked to it to where it's like a navigation system, not necessarily something where you have to learn how to
function
write.
in the realm of professional email.
Right.
And that's crazy that you said that, because you opened my eyes. I as an older adult, I'm thinking y'all got all the information right in your hand. But as in anything in life, is what you pay attention to.
They got options on the
Like,
phone. Yeah.
for you to tell me, well, I don't watch sports, so that means you well versed in certain other areas. While I know a bunch of sports stats, and I might know how to. That means in another area you well versed, because that's where your attention went at.
Right.
And I deal with that. Like I'm. It's when you say they don't teach them in school. Like you took me back, because I had another young lady. I had to mail her tax return in. She didn't know how to fill out an envelope.
Yeah.
She didn't know how to put her mailing and return address on the envelope. I had to show her. And I'm like, dang, they really are not. So with honestly, what it boiled down to me to really boiled down to me, Leonte, is it's on the black man. I'm just gonna cut straight to the chase, and I've been thinking about this all week. Like, what are we doing in our lives where we're not either assisting in raising or just not there present at all? I think that as I'm watching these kids do this, it's either, I'm not saying they're in a single parent household, but still, as the father of the household, me, I'm gonna go into my household. Man, I was on top of my kids, telling them things about stuff that they came back and repeated me. I'm telling them, first, hey man, let's do a nightclub in the virtual world. Let's just do a nightclub. Like, then they come back to me a year later, talking, oh, let's do this in the metaverse. I'm like, man, I just told you. I told them, hey, y'all learn about this crypto. Yeah, I know you don't like the Forex system, but the Forex system actually teaches you how to trade. You don't have to follow anybody in particular. Learn how to trade. A year later, oh, I got these stocks, and I'm like, so, and it also comes from the messenger. But I just believe that I feel like the deficiency in us as black men is we're not growing, because we have to grow with the times to lead. Like we still got to lead our kids, man, even though the technology is outdating us.
Right.
You know what I mean? Or we outdating the technology. But we still have to lead, and we still have to be abreast on things to lead. So, man, let's do a quick break. Let's do a quick little break. and we gonna come back in, man. I really want to get into what you got going on at the Urban League, and I really want to discuss some of the programs. I want to get people involved. If you got a phone number or something, I should have told you to send me the barcode so I could have put it up here, but that's okay. I'll get it and do a commercial. But we're gonna take a quick break, y'all. Y'all stay with us. We'll be going about 1 or 2 minutes, and we're gonna come back and we're gonna talk to Mr. Leonte and the Nullites, right?
That's right.
And what we got going on at the Urban League. So you be ready to get this information for your kids. That's why I went into the Black fathers. It ain't all on the mama.
Yeah.
It ain't all on mama. It's on all us, bro. Even if you ain't there, even if you're not in the household, that does not give you the right to not be a father. Because I believe at the age of 5 or 6, you can talk to your child. You don't even need to talk to the parent if there's a communication issue. So we'll go farther than that. Yeah. So we'll be right back, y'all. Stay with us, 99 Jam, the voice of the people.
WUJM, St. Petersburg, 99 Jams.
Hey everyone, it's Emmy. There's a new show on 99 Jams that's catering specifically to the ladies. It's called Women Talk with Awesome Ada and special guest co-host. We'll be discussing any and all topics that surround women and relationships like keeping your individuality, healing after a breakup, cheating, balancing motherhood, and so much more. We'll be sharing personal stories and lots of laughs. So join in. And guys, we'd like to hear from you too. So don't be shy. That's every Monday night, 9 p.m. right here on 99 Jams, The Berg.
Reverend Tarver and the original Florida Spiritual Air, celebrating over 60 years of broadcasting and singing in memory of First Lady Marcia Tarver. Sunday, April 14th. Don't miss the True Believer. Plus, the exciting gospel warriors of Tampa, the Ziegler family of West Palm Beach, the Cross family of Fort Lauderdale, the Mighty Sons of Zion of St. Petersburg, and Tony Pittman and the Harmony Winds of Tampa. St. John Missionary Baptist Church, 1500 Pennsylvania Avenue, Clearwater, Florida. Sunday, April 14th, 5 p.m. Doors open at 4. Tickets $20 in advance, $25 at the door. Children under 12, $5. Tickets available at St. John Missionary Baptist Church in Clearwater. Looking good in St. Petersburg. WTAN Radio. From Al Baldwin and Chip Collins. Reverend Tara.
Tony Charles on the all-new 99 Jams, The Berg.
Continuous jams. 99 Jams.
All right, now we back in it. I'm back in it with Mr. Leonte, my Urban League co-worker. So let's backtrack. I want you to give everybody a name, your title. When I say accolades, bro, I know you got some certificates under that name, you know what I'm saying? And then I want you to go into what you do at the Urban League, please.
Gotcha. I am Minister Leonte Tukes, a graduate of Bethune-Cookman University, received my Bachelor of Arts degree in Religion and Philosophy with a concentration in ministry. I am the program coordinator for Education, Youth, and Family Services. And that's what I do, working with young people, working with older people as well. Just teaching them, motivating, encouraging, and inspiring is what I'm all about.
And what is the Nullites?
Nullites is a national program sponsored by the National Urban League, but we have a chapter here. It is an acronym, NULITEES. It stands for National Urban League Incentives to Excel and Succeed. It's a program for youth ages 10 to 18 that offers opportunities for social, academic, leadership, and personal development. And so we take all of those components, contribute it to the individual child that we encounter at the time or who's in our program, and we make sure that they reach their maximum potential as an individual. A lot of times we want to make children all out to be rich, all out to be successful in other areas, but we don't support them in what their dreams are. Okay, and if their dreams are to simply be a Walmart worker, I think it's okay to support them in that area, still showing them that there's more out there. But if that is their dream, I don't see why we can't help them advance in that, because we need Walmart workers, we need people
Absolutely.
at Publix, and so I don't necessarily believe in always making them go higher. We want to show them that if they want to and give them that avenue. But if they want to stay where they are, we want to make them successful where they are and where they're trying to go.
So one of the reasons why I love what you're doing, like what you're doing, because I spend a lot of time working with youth. I've been booster, running the concession stand, um, providing meals and logistics for Lakewood High School football team for about 8 years. And I'm a firm believer. This is what I tell kids when I meet them. I'm a firm believer in finding something that you like to do and love to do, and let's figure out how to make money off of it.
Absolutely.
And when you say assisting them with their dreams, that's what I get from that, because I believe that's big. I believe that we push our children into directions that they don't necessarily want to go.
Yeah.
And then they're not happy. And the worst thing you can be in as an adult is on a job and not want to go to work every day. That's the worst position in life you can ever be in.
Right.
So I'm glad you said that. What does the Nullites do? Like what if I put my child in the Nullites, what can we expect from them?
Yeah, we are dedicated to community service. So on a monthly basis, we at least do one a month. But there has been more, the more that they're involved and they enjoy it. We take them to various community events and activities to contribute to helping somebody else. We are dedicated to academic success, so we push them entirely to do their very, very best. And we have students in our program starting at 10 years old making 4.0s. Our leaders, our president, our student president, we have student officers. Jamani Luster is a 4.0 student. Our vice president, Kendra Everett, is doing some dual education opportunities through high school and off getting certifications. And so they are stellar in their academics. And so our president, Ms. Nikki Gaskin Capehart of the Urban League, has initiated, since she saw that, Green for Grades. So now when you turn in your report card to us, we've got a cash box that you can get in and grab as much money as you can, emphasizing that if you get your education, if you do the right thing, you can still get money. You don't have to go to the other avenues. It's possible if you do the right thing, you can still get the same money that you're chasing.
Somebody, one of my coworkers said you was having a conversation with one of the young ladies, and I guess she was busy, and she was like, "Well, I'm trying to get a scholarship," and when we was talking about it in our group, just the navigators, we were all willing to donate for a scholarship. So I think that we need to we can implement that like within the Urban League for the just the employees, and we can do a personal scholarship for your leaders.
That'd be phenomenal.
Because I have a donation, you know what I mean,
Thank
and I'm
you.
pretty sure that other people do. So I would just, I want to put that out there because if I didn't, I might not have never got to it.
Gotcha. Absolutely. Yes.
Okay. I see the work, and that's a lot of reasons why I brought you here. That's a lot of when I'm in the community, I see Leonte. I might be on the other side of the room, but Leonte over there. You know what I mean? I was at the Just Hill, bro.
Oh yeah. Oh wow. Okay.
That was, and I seen you in there. Like that was good. That was a good
it was
program.
epic.
Yes. Wonderful. Then we seen it was wonderful because they had the panel. Then 2 weeks later, Joel was preaching at the Potter House.
Oh wow.
The one with the dread, he did the sermon at the Potter House on Sundays, and I'm like, oh, okay.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, so yeah, that was kind of surreal for me because it was powerful. And I'm also a believer in I like what you're doing and how the Urban League is doing it because I believe we're doing it correctly, right? The reason why I say that, I get around a group of adults my age. Oh, we need to do something for the kids. Let's have this, let's have that. All right, let's plan all this out. Never ask the kids what they want.
Exactly.
Never ask the kids what they trying to do or what they like. But we'll plan this out and put all these resources in it. Then we'll be like, oh, the kids ain't show up. And the kids need a conduit.
Yeah.
Which is you.
Thank you.
They need a conduit because you're the one that can bring the kid. I'm seeing it. You can bring the kids. You can relate. I can't relate to them the way that you will. Yeah, they'll listen to me, but they might not relate to what I'm saying. So even when I was at the Kwanzaa event and I said that I'm in a unique situation where I can go to the elders and get the parables and I can decipher them to you.
Right.
Because you can give them to the youth.
Right.
And that's what I love about what's going on right now, because I really see your activity with the kids and getting the kids involved. And I feel like you should have teams of hundreds of children, bro. Let's talk about the sneaker ball.
Yes, the sneaker ball. They're out on spring break this week.
Okay.
And so we're getting them involved and getting them excited about doing some stuff, not only academically and servicing the community, but when you do good, you can be rewarded.
Okay.
And so we also fundraise as well. So looking for funds so that we can take them to places and do things like this and give them exposure. But the sneaker ball is this Friday, March 15th. Ages 12 to 15 years old. General admission is $10. If you want a VIP package, there's a VIP area.
Oh,
concessions.
Y'all be standing on the people's couches in there.
And that is a $20 package.
Okay.
But if you turn in your report card and you have a considered GPA, we'll allow you in the cash box that evening as well.
Okay.
And so it's just going to be a night of fun. They can dress up while dressing down. So semi-formal, no shorts, but you can wear your sneakers with your formal attire. Come on in. There's a red carpet for you. You can register with us, and we'll make sure we have your information. That's right. Get you in. You can dance all night long, have some fun. And also part of our component of Nullites is social skills. I went to a training one day, or a workshop rather, and they told us science had proven that students go from an 8-hour day at school being social back home to a device. At least the high schoolers do.
Okay.
The young kids may have opportunities for after school care camp and stuff like that, but our high schoolers really don't. And so they go to their device. And so they lose social skills, they lose memorization because they go right to the phones. They're not really hopping right onto to their homework or anything that'll expand their mind. And so one thing we're trying to do is make sure that we can take out the device part, or at least give them more social skills. So once they come from school, they'll be able to come to a place where they can develop more social skills, develop learning new environments, learning new people outside of the classroom that you sit in for 8 hours a day, or the various classrooms. We want them to meet other people, other kids in their community, because I grew up in the later part of the 90s. However, I can relate to my parents and relate to my grandparents when kids could go out on the street. It was safe. Your neighbors looked out for you. It was fun on the street. But nowadays, you can't go on the street because you can't trust the person riding the bike. And so we want to at least get them into a safer place where we can create environments where they have people that care about them, people that want to encourage them, see them do great, but also developing friendships, lifelong friendships along the way.
Okay. Do you guys provide teen jobs?
So we have a summer program. Our summer program is called STYLE, Summer Training in Youth Leadership and Employment. It's for ages 14 to 16 years old.
Okay.
They are able to take an 8-week course, 4 hours a day. They come and it is a job simulation. So they learn, it's like a training for 8 weeks, but it's hands-on. So it's not as boring as it sounds, but it's hands-on projects where they learn for 8 weeks about how to get the job, how to network and brand themselves, how to dress for success, financial literacy, everything a young person should know as they enter to young adulthood, as they're getting ready. They're going to learn those tools and have those tools for 8 weeks during our summer program. And at the conclusion of it, sponsored by the city of St. Petersburg, they'll receive a $500 stipend.
That's good, man. A lady asked me yesterday about teen jobs, and I didn't really. Actually, let me be honest with this, right? And maybe I'm pointing out a fault in myself. I have a situation when I'm about to start hiring teams in like maybe a week or two.
Oh, nice.
And the mother came up and asked, but the whole time the little girl was
Mm-hmm.
she didn't look up, boom, boom. So I didn't even offer her my situation. And maybe I was wrong about that, but that kind of trickled back to what you said. We got to pull these kids from under the umbrella of their parents and have them in a setting where they learn how to be sociable and at least speak to people.
Right.
You know what I mean? Um, one of the biggest skills, one of the two skills that I see our kids missing, and maybe one of them's not a skill, is they don't speak to people when they come in the room.
Yeah.
And the second one is they lost the art of how to pay attention. We learned so much as kids by just paying attention, sitting back, watching our mouth, shutting up, watching what's going on, watching everything and everybody what's going on. And they head in the phone. They're not even paying attention. They don't know who's walking in the room.
Yeah.
They don't know who's sitting around them. So,
and that's another thing too. First of all, being taught, because we could say, and I did say, some things not taught in school, but there are some teachers that care a little more and do find time to teach these things. However, what I discovered just the other night, or I said to myself, because we had a student in a certain situation with an adult, that people are people. Whether you're 16 or 61, whether you're 13 or 31, you're a person. A 13-year-old can be more mature than a 40-year-old.
Absolutely.
A 17-year-old can be more mature than a 24-year-old. And so it's about the decisions that we make. And also, as the adults, how we mold them and teach them so they are forced to make good decisions in the beginning, so they'll learn on their own about bad outcomes and how to revert back to the good ones. Because a lot of times we try to shelter them so they don't make mistakes, so they don't go down. Sometimes they gotta go through a period of disobedience, then go through a period of devastation to get back to a place of deliverance. Excuse me for preaching. But sometimes they have to go through that to learn, because one thing I'm learning, I was that kind of learner, and I'm learning with these young folk, is that they're experiential learners. They got to know for themselves. They'll never know if they've never seen it or been taught it. We could tell them, okay, it's better. You can go get an education, take all these years to become a doctor, and you get money. But they see fast money in other places. So we've got to invest in them, whether it be financially and personally, and show them that, well, this is how it goes. If it's just a one-day simulation for them, they'll finally understand, because they've been exposed to that rather than it just being said to them. They want to see it. And I tell them the Christian motto ought to be actions speak louder than words. You can tell me you love me, but can you really show me? When I'm down, can I call you? And so the students have to see that as well. And I must admit, I don't do this alone. We have a whole team at the Urban League, inclusive of the entire staff. But we have Mr. Michael Boykins, who is our director of education, Mr. Vader Green, who is one of our Nullites advisors, Ms. Paula Potts, Mrs. Lalita Green, and Ms. Sharina Morrow, who all put their hands on these young people to encourage them and make sure that they are able to be exposed to the right things so that they will have that opportunity.
And that's I'm glad you mentioned the support staff that you got behind you, because people don't do that, because like people will see, hey, there go Leonte, but they don't know, man, Leonte over there texting something, hey man, I need this, that, and somebody in the background making this happen.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? Exactly. I don't have to, I can be here because these people gonna make it happen. Exactly. You know what I mean?
If I can't be there, they're gonna be there.
They're gonna be there. Yeah, that's why I like working at the Urban League.
Yeah,
you know absolutely. What I mean? It's definitely a team effort, and it's a cross team effort. And man, shout out to our CEO, Ms. Nikki, man, because she's leading.
Absolutely.
She's leading.
Yeah, and we haven't gotten to know yet on giving these students opportunities. We haven't gotten to know yet.
Oh wow, I like that.
Yeah, this Saturday they're going to be going to Ocala, Florida. Okay. A young lady presented to us an opportunity, because some of them don't believe, you can get a scholarship for doing anything. You can get a scholarship for being left-handed, for wearing glasses. You can get a scholarship for swimming, and it may pay for your entire education.
Absolutely.
And so Howard University has the only swim team, is the only HBCU rather, with a swim team. And so a young lady presented us with this opportunity to take some students there to the swim meet and meet these college students who are swimming, who are getting paid to swim for their education and enjoying what they're doing. And some of them didn't believe or didn't know first of all, how to swim, or that you can get paid to swim and go to school. And so we're going to take them up to Ocala to a swim meet, and they're going to meet and greet with those swimmers and get some hands-on activity and some one-on-one, and get some more information on that, because you never know if you've never been exposed to it. So that's their opportunity, and the Pinellas County Early has sponsored that for 7 of our students.
That's amazing. And that's part of what's absolutely needed. We have to show these kids that the world is bigger than St. Pete. And I say this to kids all the time. The football player and the band and the running back and the trombone player got the same scholarship.
Absolutely.
Ain't no difference. You know what I mean? Only the trombone player might have good knees at the end of all of this. You know what I mean? Like it's no different. And that's amazing what you're doing. I actually know a brother that does the college trips, and I always sponsor a couple kids. And I'm really into that. And I want to see you branch out with this. Like I want to see more of getting these kids out of St. Pete and putting them in different settings and putting them around different people.
Yeah. So we actually just expanded to the Clearwater area, as you know.
Yeah, we working. Hold on. Let me go back. Us at the Pinellas County Urban League, we are intentional about going to Clearwater because we do not just want to be known as servicing St. Petersburg or South St. Pete. So we've been intentional about that.
So our numbers have grown. When I began just working with Nullites, we had about 5 kids. We grew from July to August to about 15 to 20 to 25 kids. I came in as program coordinator, and then with the addition of some staff members, some help with some staff members, to this day we have 47 kids and still growing. And so we're they coming faster than we can keep up.
Rolling.
And so that makes us want to grow a little bit harder and make sure we've got the resources and we're doing what's needed to ensure that every student is taken care of. And so in Nullites, we have meetings every month with them, in addition to our community service projects and other events that we take them to. And so that is their safe space. That is their space to mess up so they can grow, so they can fix what's right, fix what's wrong. And so we literally took them to something that some of them have never done before. Speaking in front of their peers. They like to clown with each other. And it can be so vibrant.
Speaking.
But when they have to speak in front of their peers or meeting someone else, they don't know how to do that. And so that's what actually we're teaching them. We take the time out, maybe an hour every time we see them, to let them know how to speak to other people, because we're going to be taking them in rooms where they're going to meet not just other peers, but they're going to meet other people who's going to give them opportunities. And we want to let them know that if you present yourself well, I mean, you don't have to take the fun out of yourself. You don't have to take the silliness out of yourself, but present yourself well. People will want to pour into you. And so literally on Tuesday, we had a staff meeting. We had them in leadership trainings all day. And they came, they presented themselves so well. Next thing you know, staff's raising their hand, wanting to encourage them, raising their hand. How can we donate to them? How can we help?
I just said we had donations.
Exactly. So,
you're right. You hit it on the head.
Just present yourself well. Just do the right thing in the beginning, so that people will support you and you'll never want to go back doing bad.
Yeah, I'm sitting there looking at these young ladies like this is the next CEO of the Urban League right here, man.
Absolutely.
Like for real, like this is who we building. This is who I love this, man. Like anything they got to do with our kids is just amazing to me. I mean, I don't know if you know, like 3 weeks ago, about a month ago, I had 3 grandkids in 1 week.
Oh wow! Congratulations!
Yeah, I broke the all the molds.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. So yeah, I had 3 grandkids, man. Thank you for the congratulations. But I'm my investment for our kids in our community is something that I'll be doing the rest of my life. I don't know if you don't know, like, man, I'm a bro, you gotta holler at me. I'm a man of many resources.
God, definitely. I'm learning.
We also have a program, me and Eric Jackson with 727 Story. We're working on a conflict resolution program. It's called MRT. It's cognitive therapy. So it's directly at the mind state. And the worst thing wrong with our citizens in St. Pete is our mind state. Yeah. Whereas we have a $6.5 billion raise deal over here. but we worry about roaches and rocking crab. You know what I mean? So it's just a mind state issue. And with this course, we're targeting professionals, we're targeting youth, we're targeting re-entering citizens. And as of lately, we've been thinking about parent-child, putting parents and children through this conflict resolution therapy so that they can communicate effectively in the households and kind of cut some of these boulders in half. So, you know what I mean? Because a lot of times you think about conflict resolution and we preparing them to go out into the city and face bullies at school or whatever, but the conflict might be right in the household.
Yeah.
And the child and the parent might need need these tools so that they can communicate properly.
Yeah.
Because like as of what you said, I'm a firm believer of allowing my kids to express themselves. Even my 6-year-old grandson who around me, he gets frustrated and mad. And I'm stopping. No, say what you want to say.
Exactly.
What's wrong? Yeah. Tell me what's wrong. He might whine about it, but I let him get it out.
That's right.
You know what I mean? And I've done that with my young adults. So I just think that's like that's one of the things that we need to, especially in a city where our gun deaths is picking back up.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. That's one thing I literally preach about. I tell the adults when I speak to the adults, you can't get mad at the youth for making mistakes. You can't get mad at them messing up for doing what you used to do, first of all. But number two, it's their first time. This is their first time being 14. This is their first time being 10, 11. They don't know what you know yet. Let them mess up. Let them express themselves, what they don't know about, what they think they may be right about. And then you take the time, take that as a teaching moment for them. Discipline is very important, but your approach to how you do it is very important too. Because again, this is their first time. They don't know. They don't know what they don't know. So you have to take all those moments as teaching moments. Even if it includes discipline, make sure it's a teaching moment so that they'll understand. Even if they do it again, they still need to be able to understand, and they can eventually grow up and make the decisions.
That's why it's important for us as parents to put our kids in programs like the Nullites, because we all know it and say it, but what happens is I put my kid in Nullites and you might get them the same message I've been trying to get them for the last 10 years, but it's receptive from you and it's not received from me. So that's one of the main things about it. I also, you know what I mean? I also believe that our kids are kind of, well, I'm trying to figure out how I want to say this. Our parenting has not updated to 2024. So we're still trying to parent in the 70s, 80s, 90s, 2000s, and it's 2024.
Yeah.
We some parents cannot imagine the pressures that our kids feel. I use an example all the time. Back in the day when I was in school, I could have a fight. Me and you can fight. The only people that's gonna really get the full impact of our fight is the people that were present. Everybody else is gonna get the second, third, fourth, and fifth string story. Now it's social media, and I had a young lady that was a kicker on the football team at Lakewood. She got into a fight at school, and her sister, who was at St. Pete, was leaving St. Pete and calling her mama because she was like, oh, they jumping on my sister over there because it's all over social media. And it brings the embarrassment factor up because now not just the people at Lakewood seen it, not all the kids, Bogan Gibbs. So, and the young lady not there no more. And she was a female kicker on the football team, and she was good. So I dig into the pressures that our kids have. I also, just like with the Urban League, like with your program, I think I'm going to be pushed more towards the reentry programs. And while I can assist in the reentry era, my mind state says no entry. Like they don't even have to go to jail. Our kids ain't go to prison. Like we can give them the game. We can tell them the stories.
Right.
We can, you know what I mean? We can show them, like, we can take them to the jailhouse if that's what they want to do. You know what I mean? And that might be something that we might need to think because they think, oh, take all the bad kids to the jail. No, take the good ones, because let them know, like, you can make one mistake. One mistake out of anger. This is where you at.
And I tell them all the time, learn from other people's experiences. That person that got shot, that person on the cane, they ain't nothing but 30 years old. They done been to jail, and their life ain't, what is it? That's something that you don't want. Just go the other way then. Just go the other way. Learn from others. You don't have to wait to experience it yourself.
No.
But sometimes it takes that for some people, unfortunately.
Okay, man. So we got, what, 4 more minutes, man, on the air?
Oh, wow.
Yeah, it go fast sometimes when you having fun. I would like to know, okay, what events and programs that you have for the Nullites? Like, what are you? I'm gonna put these last 2 questions together. What is your name? Some of your events and programs that are involved into your 5-year vision of the Nullites?
So our sneaker ball this Friday is a major one, implementing and promoting that social aspect.
Bring that back after school go out too.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Mm-hmm.
We are doing our community-wide event Saturday, April the 6th in our Clearwater location, High Point Empowerment Center. And that is for the whole community. Our aspect is not only to serve the youth, but also to serve the whole family.
Okay.
And so our community-wide event will take place Saturday, April the 6th, 10 a.m. to 3 p.m. at High Point Youth Empowerment Center in Clearwater, Florida.
Okay.
We are constantly fundraising to help them learn financial literacy, keeping track of monies, etc. Academic success, again, always promoting academia, how to do better in school, how to deal with certain situations so you can focus on school. And again, that green for grades to let them know you do good in school, you can get some money. And so in a lot of things, we're teaching leadership as well. We're constantly teaching leadership, helping them learn how to take the mantle and letting them lead the way. And they're going to plan their events. And that's what they do in their meetings on a monthly basis. We teach you how to run a meeting. We teach them Robert's Rules of Order. We teach you how to respect your peers, even when they are being disrespectful when you're up there talking. We show you how to get some order in the room politely. And so you can lead the meetings, run it, and you all plan the events of what you all see and go in alignment with the mission of what we stand for as Nullites. And so we do that in our Nullites program, our summer program, again, job readiness training, network branding, dressing for success, etc. And then we also have our STEP program that meets as frequently as Nullites, which is something for the parents. Again, we're serving the whole family, so the parents can learn how to do some encouraging and some empowering in their own households as well. And then we have our youth crime prevention and intervention program, where we go out into the community, just find some students, and we teach them about employability skills, human trafficking, responsibility, and all of those kinds of things.
All right, man. We done ran up on the 10 o'clock hour.
Wow.
I need you to give people some contact information. So that will be, maybe let's do the name again. If you got a phone number, social media, or websites, let's do it.
You can find us, you can apply, you can be a part of us and become a member, not only of PCUL, but of PCUL Nullites at pcul.org. Again, that is pcul.org. Navigate the website. You can learn more about education, our assistant services, and everything like that. Again, that's pcul.org. For further assistance, maybe you don't get on the internet, call 727-327-2081. Again, that number is 727-327-2081. We are also on Facebook, LinkedIn, Twitter, and Instagram as the PCUL.
Hey, I thank y'all as always, for the listening ear. I thank you, my brother, for coming in, man. I appreciate your time. I appreciate the mission and what you're doing in the community. Man, I'm in the trenches, and I see you in the trenches with me. That's when I look to the side and see you in the trenches with me. That means you with me, baby. You know what I mean? So I appreciate it, and I thank you, y'all. This King Jab, the voice of the people. We'll be back with y'all next Thursday, 9 a.m. sharp. Thank y'all for coming, and I'll get with y'all next week.
All these years, celebrating over 60 years, broadcasting and singing, Reverend Tauber and the original Florida Spiritual Airs. Oh yes, this is a big gospel extravaganza on Sunday, April 14th at St. John Missionary Baptist Church, 1500 Pennsylvania Avenue in Clearwater, Florida. All these years, gospel celebration in memory of First Lady Marsha Tauber, featuring true believers, exciting gospel warriors, Zagar family, the Cross family, the Mighty Sons of Zion, and Tony Pittman and the Homily Wiz. Don't miss this big time gospel affair all these years on Sunday, April 14th, 2020.